ever heard this? When you're trying to cross a doorway and you feel that the doorway is really low, you're almost about to hit your head and then someone tells you, watch out. Watch out is one way to warn someone to prevent themselves from getting their head hurt. The same way we have a lot of other expressions in English that we use to warn people from getting hurt. And this is really important to learn because if you know this, you can save a lot of people from getting hurt. So keep watching. My name is Michelle and we'll start with a few expressions. Okay, so let's look at the first one. Be careful. This is one of the most common way to tell people to be careful so that they don't get hurt. You could tell them, be careful with that glass. It's very fragile. Fragile means delicate. It can easily break. So if you're carrying a glass in your hand and if it drops down, it'll break. So if you don't want it to break, then you could tell somebody, be careful with that glass. It's really fragile. This is a very general way of warning someone. General. You could also say, careful with that glass. So you don't always have to add be. You can also just say careful, which is also a very general way of warning someone. You could say be careful or careful, you'll hit your head. Okay. Now, this is also a very general way of warning somebody. Now let's look at the next one. Do you know this? Beware. Have you ever seen this word written on boards where there are a lot of dogs around? Have you heard it? Beware is short for be aware, okay? Aware means alert. So if someone is asking you to be alert or careful, that's because something dangerous is nearby. And beware is usually written over boards when there are a lot of dogs nearby and you are asked to be careful. So this is a way to warn someone when there are dogs around. You could say, beware, there are dogs in that street. So beware is usually used as a written sign to warn someone. And as I told you, it's short for be aware, beware. Okay, now with this, we look at the next one. Take care, I'll miss you, take care, be safe. When do you say this? You usually say this to somebody who is going on a journey. So if someone is going on a journey, you tell them, take care, come back soon. So take care is used for someone who is going on a journey. This is actually warning in a way that you ask them to be safe. It's a sweet and gentle and polite warning or request. So take care is used for someone who is going on a journey. The next one is mind how you go. Mind here means see carefully, okay, or check carefully how you go, which means that just don't be very careless. If you're driving, then don't sleep off. Mind how you go and come back soon. This is also used for someone who is going on a journey. This is obviously a stronger version. Like take care is very gentle and soft. You would use mind how you go with a person who has had a history of a lot of mischief. So a person who is quite mischievous, you could tell them mind how you go, don't, mishandle something or be careful on the journey. So mind how you go is used for someone mischievous. Okay. Now with this, we look at the next one. We have already had a look at mind how you go, and mind means to be careful of something. Now we can use only mind, but we use this when there is something of immediate danger. Let's say that you're walking and there's this lamp hanging and you're walking and you could just almost hit your head there. Like I started in the lesson, a low doorway. When you're walking and if you don't stoop down, you'll hit your head on the doorway. So then somebody could tell you, mind your head on the doorway, which means be careful, don't hurt your head. So mind is usually used when there is something dangerous near you. Something dangerous. The next one is mind you. So mind you is a really strong version of telling someone to not do something. For example, if someone is having a coffee and you have your beautiful carpet down there and you're really afraid that that person might just spill it. So if you're close to that person, so this is a very informal way, sometimes it can come out as really rude. So try not to say it to someone you don't know very well. You can't just tell someone mind you. So to a friend, you could say, mind you, don't spill the coffee on the carpet. So you're warning them and you're warning someone who's really close to you. Mind you is used for someone close. And it's strong and rude. We have more expressions for warning people. This is not all. The next one is watch out. You say watch out when you see that someone is in danger. So if someone is walking and there are cars coming, maybe you are standing behind them and you can see that they are walking very carelessly, they're not looking around, and there are a lot of cars coming. You could tell them, watch out, there are cars coming, or there is a car coming. So you're warning them of an immediate danger, a danger that is very near to the person. So watch out is used for something dangerous near someone. You can also say, look out, there's a car coming. So you can also say either look out or watch out. The next one is watch yourself. Okay, here you're asking someone to be careful for themselves, like you're not responsible. You're already telling them that there's something dangerous coming and you want them to take responsibility. For example, if someone is cleaning a place and you know that there is broken glass on the ground, you could say, watch yourself, there's broken glass everywhere. So take your own responsibility, I've already told you. That's what it means. Take responsibility. Watch yourself, there's broken glass everywhere. The next one is easy does it. Okay, so this one is actually used when you feel that someone is trying to lift something heavy, for example, a very heavy table or a very heavy closet, and you feel that they might just trip or they might just fall. So then you want them to be careful, and that's when you use it. You can say, easy does it. This is a very heavy closet that you're lifting. So which means lift it carefully. You might just hurt yourself. So easy does it is used when someone is lifting something heavy. We have another way of saying easy does it, and that is the term steady, which means be slow, don't hurry up. So if someone is trying to lift a table which is very heavy and they're trying to move really fast, you'll tell them steady, easy, go slow, okay? So easy does it can also be replaced by the word steady, which is written as S-T-E-A-D-Y, steady. It means go slow. Okay, the last one that we have is you can't be too careful. So this one is used when you feel that a person is putting themselves in some risk and you are suggesting that please don't take the risk. So let's say that someone is going out for a walk at night and it's all dark and there are no street lights. You would tell them, hey, take the torch. You can't be too careful, which means don't take the risk. Don't take the risk. We have another way of saying you can be too careful, and that is better safe than sorry, which means that it's much better to be safe than be sorry later. So you could also say, hey, take the torch with you, better safe than sorry. Okay. So here we are at the end of the lesson where we have learned so many different ways to warn people. and you can often use them for different situations, as I've given you a lot of examples already. So thank you so much for staying with me, and come back for more lessons. Till then, you take care. Bye-bye.